Alright, let the depression continue. Today is the day the school was founded, so you have a day off from school. You need to investigate the town. You wonder if you'll be able to gather the information you need to catch the killer. Still ominous. Well, of course not. These people remember. Completely forgotten. Did all that happen just last spring? Oh, it seems like so long ago. Haha. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyways? And this fog makes me feel like we're still inside a TV. I wonder if we can really find any new clues about the killer. No use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. Wow. Information on what happened before we enter the TV world. You know about the first murder. I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around. I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. What's with the fog? What with the fog and all? Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kind of hurts. Damn fog! Hurry up and go away. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. It's so ominous. I hate it. Hmm. Well, there was a hint, but nothing much. Running around the district. Someone's wandering around the shopping district. Shit, I forgot how this goes. I did. Again. Marnie.
Release yourself! Release yourself! From desire, from impulse. Logic and rationales are excuses for the weak. Release yourself! Your heart's voice, your internal scream. In exchange for a lost voice, grab hold of your proof of life. Never let it go! What is this?
Why does this happen to me? Why is this here? I put it in my pocket. It does not make any sense. It gotta be. Hey, do not read that. You scumbag.
Huh? Huh?
Yep. There is no information. Everyone does not want to care. Yuck. Oh, there we go. There we go. We finally got progression.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit. Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break. I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
What?
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much. So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't, but otherwise the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Yeah, someone who's able to reach our house. Just sitting here won't help you think any better. Decide to go outside and get some fresh air away from Nanako. Not Nanako! Where the fuck is Nanako? It's Naruto! What the fuck?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
It's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing. Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
There must be something that's been overlooked. It urges you to get over the roadblocks facing you. The clues you need must be already in your hand. You should go over everything you know one more time. The culprit has some kind of connection to both suspects, and judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did, which highly like they also knew what Narukami was doing and stood back to watch. Who would know all these things? Another oddity for the case is that there was almost no witnesses. Both letters seemed to be delivered directly to your house, and no one saw any suspiciousness. No one unusual was either seen around both of them either. Despite the police dispatch on unusual high numbers of officers to perform thorough investigation, there must be someone in this small town who fits all the facts. The person seen to most likely be the culprit is someone who's able to look at all these damn choices. Am I including my friends too? I'm really including my friends. Oh, that scared me. That actually scared me. Oh, that scared me. Oh, okay. Someone who's able to... I lost it. Oh. Someone who's connected to the two first victims, even though there was police scattered everywhere during the first two investigations. And someone was able to reach our house with no problems. And the police force was everywhere. But here's one more thing the game never mentioned. Who was the one that always tell you what the hell the police was doing and everything? It's quite strange how this guy could hide all of these problems. Toro Adachi. Of course, if you only look at it, the circumstances, you cannot completely rule out the possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encounter him many times while investigating the case. You learn much about the police movements from Adachi as well. But there's no exact reason to doubt him, but something is bothering you. Why is he willingly to tell you? However, you should tell your friends about the suspicions about Adachi being the culprit. Tell your friends, do not. You spoke Adachi's name.
What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh.
Probably
If you think of
was
it that
telling
way,
us
I guess
everything.
it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Get back inside. I'll never understand
Adachi's
this review.
That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Yes. The
And
cast a mysterious
is it
shadow.
really Adachi-san?
It's him, alright.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Things are moving quickly now. You feel like you're getting closer to the truth.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Adachi, where's Namatame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
You should question him. About when she
The time the
disappeared.
announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
Strange. He just dodged it.
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
There's still something you need to question Adachi about. About the warning letters.
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, What do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
What did you just say?
Put them all in? What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see.
And he fucked
Now
up.
I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow. Then that settles it. How, I wonder? Would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch!
And that's the moment he fucked up. That was literally the moment he fucked up. The first time he read that diary, when Naruto read the diary and mentioned about that here's the names of all of us that hasn't been mentioned to the media or the police. And he just straight up said, oh, that settles it. That is the literal moment he fucked up.
I swear he
the
ran
first
this
time I
way.
played it, I never knew
Where the hell
he
did he
was
go?
the killer until the game constantly kept
Did you find him?
pestering me about the whole question about who's the person
Contacted
is,
security.
who's that, blah blah blah, and it
Nobody's
particularly
seen Adachi,
said
and there's
something
no
that
record of
it
anyone
just
leaving this
clicked
area.
in my head that it was
So he
him.
must be still in this ward
Who
somewhere.
was the person that told
He's
you
still
about
here?
everything what
But
the
we
police
looked.
was
We
doing?
didn't find him anywhere.
That bastard.
And I never knew that particular scene when they were mentioning about the diary.
Dojima-san,
He said something that
for heaven's sake,
completely
what are we going
sets
to
it
do
off
with you?
that he is the killer.
Sorry. I got carried away.
So
Do
yeah.
you even want to get
I don't
better?
care. I'm technically
If you keep
spoiling
this
it.
up, there
The
could
whole
be
scene is happening right
lasting
now, so
damages.
who truly cares?
Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right.
The moment has been
Sorry.
revealed, so I'm allowed to say it now.
You've got to find Adachi.
It's been
Need
always
to
strange to
square
me
this away
how
with him.
he was the killer.
Please.
I will never understand why.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go tomorrow.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
Uh-huh. The extremely suspicious Detective Adachi. You're taking another a step closer to the truth. I am reading this shit wrong. You split up for today and you went all back home. Before I do that, I gotta make sure to save. Because the moment we activate this dungeon, a lot of things are gonna be hectic as fuck. And there's someone here we still need to deal with. This seems to come to the Velvet Room again in your dreams. But something is different this time. You don't see Igor, Margaret, or Marnie. Just Teddy.
Where am I? Sensei? Why are you here?
I can ask you the same.
How mysterious. There are so many things I don't know about. But I did realize something. I've been thinking all this time about who I really am, but I couldn't find the answer. I was no one from the start. Humans live in the other world, and shadows live in this world. From the beginning, that's all there was to it. I was just a shadow in that world.
Everyone's
You're
worried.
always so kind, Sensei. I figured something out. That day at the hospital, I realized that I really can't do anything. As soon as I thought that, I lost consciousness. Then when I woke up, I was inside the fog. Shadows can't stay in the human world. They aren't allowed. I walked and walked, but there was nothing all around me. Just when I started thinking that I couldn't go anywhere, I heard the noise of a car, and then I was here. I remember lots of things now. My world is a place shaped by human thoughts. One day, a shadow living in that world awakened to human emotions.
That was hours ago.
But humans and shadows are completely different entities.
That was at 2
So
o'clock.
he made himself forget that he was a shadow. He wanted to forget. He wanted people to like him. And that's how he came to look like this. I really am stupid. What the other Teddy said before, in the end, it was all true. No matter how much I search for myself, I have no self. There was no me to begin with. I'm just a shadow that took a different form so humans would like me. It would have been better if I had never remembered. But I did. I'll probably turn back to a regular shadow soon. Oh yeah, Sensei, one day, when you meet Nana-chan in heaven, apologize for me.
Teddy.
I'm sorry I couldn't do anything.
Teddy.
I'm really sorry.
Teddy! He's alive, idiot!
Huh? Really? Nana-chan's. Wow. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. Glad that I could at least hear that. My heart feels so much lighter now. I'm starting to feel sleepy. What a strange place. It feels so soothing. It's not like my world. Something just feels so nostalgic about this place. Could this be your dream world, Sensei?
something like that.
But I wonder why I met you here. What am I supposed to do now?
Let's move on together.
I don't know what to look for or how to find it. No matter how hard I think, there's too many things my little brain can't understand. But I do understand one thing now. I'm glad that I met you, Sensei.
And there's the Star Arcana. The only force. Yeah, Arcana.